Welcome. In this tutorial, I'll be going over how to create a sign-up form on your website so that people can get email alerts. We have this tied into Mailchimp. So the list that's going to be used to propagate to sending out to individuals who want this service is going to be generated through Mailchimp. So what we need to do first is to log into the page and go to EC Forms. We did a tutorial prior to this about connecting the Mailchimp API to your site, to your plugins, and that should have already been done before doing this. To make sure to verify that your API is connected, go down to Settings, and your Mailchimp API key should be a bunch of little dots that you can't see because, hey, it's supposed to be secure. And there should be a little green box with a check on it saying connected. So if you've got those two things showing up on this page, you're already connected. If not, go take a look at the video and it'll walk you through setting that up. The next step that you want to do is click on opt-in form. You can see that there's no opt-in form created. We'll just create one really quickly. So it's email alert. And then we have an associated list. For us, it's going to be ngops.us1 because that's the one that's on the Mailchimp system that's been created. Now we click on create, and you can see email alerts is the name of the form. Subscribe to receive important news by email. If you click on the associated list, it's got ngops as being the list. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in the fields that I want associated to this form. So I clicked email address, first name and last name. We don't need phone number, we don't need birthday, we don't need address. So these fields are drag and droppable. So I just click on the field that I want to move, and then I left click on the field that I want to move, and then I drag it to the position that I want it in. Interest groups. This is the email alerts group, so I want to add that to the form as well. And what that'll do is it gives them a box that they have to check to make sure that that's the particular group that they want to be in. So I'm going to update the form. And then the last thing that I want to do is click over here on submission settings and existing interest groups. If you leave it at replace, it replaces the group that it has originally. So if you go from, let's say, a newsletter group to an email alert group, it's going to replace whatever was in that field. What we want is updates, so that the update adds on to the additional, adds on an additional group, so you can be part of multiple groups at a time. So we're going to update the form. So, and now that we've got all this information in here, we can go back to the form itself. I'm going to delete this form. And if you come up here to the search bar and type in Mailchimp, the easy Mailchimp form is the one that we want to use. And then we drop it in. So I'm going to change the title. The form that we're using is going to be email alerts. I'm going to change the text of the submit button to sign up. Click apply. And click update. The last little bit is I'm a bit of a control freak and I don't like how the sign up button relates to the alert field checkbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the little blue pencil and then up here click on advanced, scroll down to where you can see custom CSS, click on that, and I'm going to add some CSS that you can find, that you'll be able to find on the YouTube channel's page, or on the Lake Kit site. We'll have the code there also. So as you can see, what it did was it tightened the spacing between the fields, and it actually moved the button over so that it's aligned to the left in the column. So click update, that commits everything, and if we go look at the site where before it used to say oops, now we actually have a form that somebody can use to sign up to get the email alerts. Thank you for listening to this. If you found it helpful, please share it. The next one in the series will be the newsletter, and we'll be using Elementor to create that. If you find it helpful, please share it with others. Other than that, have a nice day.